Hello, this is our second post-trip chat.
Changed our clothes.
This chap over here is going to talk about his holiday. And we're going to talk about the parks and what we did on our trip. So if you want to know about what we thought of the holiday, check out the other video, which I'll pop a link up in the corner for. Is it that side? But yeah, now we're going to talk about parks because there were new things this year that we hadn't seen before, weren't there?
Yes.
The Baseline Tap House. 10 out of 10. End of video. No,
hang on. Let's do one park at a time.
Yes, and we're also going to talk about other things we got up to, who we met and stuff like that.
Yes.
There's lots to talk about. Yes. This is the fun one. Less whinging on this one about the room.
What was the first park we went to?
The first park we went to was Magic Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Broke our normal tradition of not going to anything theme park related on the first night.
And we did that because we were staying on Disney property.
Yes, we did, yes.
So it was right there and it would kind of be rude not to.
Yes, so we headed straight into Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, there wasn't anything new this time, was there?
No.
No?
No. Nothing new there.
Nothing new. We got at a time when the boat cruise thing was closed. That was the only thing. We were very lucky, and some things were rather scrim. But the park was looking great.
Yeah.
Crowds were manageable.
Yeah,
not overly crazy.
No, it was
busy.
fine.
We did actually go to the park. We weren't there at the time, but it was around the time that the dragon burnt down.
Yeah.
So the only chance we got to see of seeing the Festival Fancy Parade was without the dragon.
Yeah, and it really missed the dragon.
Yeah, it did miss it a lot.
But I've heard that she's coming back soon, so that's okay. That's okay.
That's good. But yeah, we really enjoyed the park this time, as we always do. The weather was wet, but everyone was upbeat and happy, and when the sun came out, it was great.
Which we've never seen before.
We did. Yeah. We saw it a few times. I think we're fed up seeing it by then.
No, we only saw it
once. Only see it once.
But
yeah, Magic Kingdom.
I love Magic Kingdom. It's my favourite. It's because it makes you feel like a kid. The cast members are all so happy there, and yeah, it can be a bit crowded, but you have to ignore the fact that all those other people are there and just get on with your day and what you want to do.
So. No, but I always find that Magic Kingdom...
Oh, we did the Kiss Goodnight as well.
We finally saw the Kiss Goodnight. We didn't see the opening show again. No. We keep missing it.
Well, it's the one day we were there early, we had breakfast to be our guests.
We did, yeah. So we got in a little bit early, which was
we got in early, so we missed the show.
It's pretty good, actually. If you check out our videos, we did... be our guest breakfast, and then we left just as the park was about to open and got on Seven Dwarves Mine Train.
7-day mine train.
7-day mine train. Yeah. We got on there just before the crowds arrived, so that was good. So yeah, I suppose there's not much more to say on Magic Kingdom. It was Magic Kingdom, and it was good fun.
We purple walled. We had an ice cream cookie sandwich that we'd never had before. We finally had our first Mickey bars.
We did.
Which we'd never had
we started
before.
Mopping up rides that we'd never ridden before as well.
What did we go on?
Magic Kingdom. We went on Dumbo.
Well, I've done Dumbo at Disneyland Paris before, just not and I think it's just the same. But yeah, we did Dumbo in the absolute lashing down rain, and I don't think I've ever looked so miserable in my entire life. I sat on that ride in a poncho, sliding backwards and forwards on the seat because it was so wet.
And then let's move on. What part next? Pick one.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. That was the one that had seen quite a lot of change since our last visit.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom. Pandora we'd never been to before.
No, it opened just after we came back from our last trip, and the hype had not died down from it. The queues were still ridiculous for Flight of Passage and the Na'vi River journey, but I did manage to snag us 3 fast passes for Flight of Passage, so we rode it 3 times, and it is my favourite ride.
You were crying.
I was crying every time I came off it.
I struggled with the 3D, but I still thought it was a very, very good ride. And Pandora is just spectacular.
Yeah.
As a piece of theming, it's amazing.
Yeah, I wish it was bigger. It was smaller than I expected. Pandora, I expected it to be bigger. But it was pretty. It's worth going back of an evening to see it all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you're into photography and like delayed shutter photography and that, get down there at night in the evening, take your camera down and get some nice tripod shots because it's beautiful.
There's lots of magic shots you can get on your photo pass.
Yes.
In Pandora we never got any of them because it rained. so they were never out doing them.
So we're going to have to do that next time.
We need to mop those up.
Yeah,
and we did Rivers of Light.
Yes.
And I really, really enjoyed Rivers of Light.
And before we move on to that, we did ride Aimee River Journey as well.
Oh yeah, we did.
We queued for that. That's pretty good.
We rode it twice.
I wouldn't queue on for it.
Twice?
No, just the once. We had a fast pass for it.
Oh, and I cancelled
moved
it because
we actually, what we did was we watched Rivers of Light, which we were not expecting anything from, and I think it's fair to say it blew us both away.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
I really enjoyed it. I thought it fitted into the park amazingly, and the projections on the water were fantastic, and the music was really good in it as well. Very uncomfortable seats.
Yes.
Very, very uncomfortable seating.
That is, I will grant that as a genuine complaint about Rivers of Light. The seating is not comfortable. Take a cushion.
There's no back support, that's the problem.
Yeah. But I kind of wonder if people expect fireworks from that show, but then forget that they're in an animal park where that's not a good idea. No. But the lighting is spectacular for that show.
Like before it even starts, there's
details
stuff going on in the trees and everything.
It was really good. But after that, we decided we would go and check out Pandora. We get like a last 15 minutes visit, and that was when it had gone really quiet. We pretty much walked on to Aimee River Journey. It was 7 minutes, I think.
It was 7 minutes from arriving at the queue to getting off the ride.
Yeah, it was showing a 20-minute wait. It was 7 minutes. Basically, what happens is if you get in the queue before the park closes, the official closing time, you're in the queue. They'll let you queue through. What then happens is, because there are no fast passes after the official park closing time, the queue runs down much quicker. So we were straight on because there was no one in the fast pass queue anymore. No. So that worked out well for us. People were trying to do that for Flight of Passage and got in the wrong queue. Oops. So we had to be we had to sadly inform them that they were in the queue for the wrong ride, in which case they swore and ran out of the queue. But yeah, Animal Kingdom otherwise, what did we do? We had a good explore around the bottom of the tree this time, which is something we've never done.
Yeah. It was a bit of it was blocked off, wasn't it? There was some construction work going on, but we got nice and up close to the tree. We visited Nomad Lounge.
Oh yes, we had beverages. We met
with Anne and Pat, a couple of our viewers, to have drinks with them in Nomad Lounge.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing for the theme of the holiday, was meeting friends, meeting viewers, enjoying drinks and enjoying a few of the bars. It was really nice. It was just good to chill out and take it's an hour and a half out your day just to relax, wasn't it?
Yeah, just to sit, because we've done everything in Animal Kingdom before, bar the Pandora bit. So once you've done Pandora, you can chill a bit. And we tried the Night Blossom drink, which I wasn't a particular fan of. It's a little bit too sweet for me. I like the little boba balls in it though. I used to just pick them off the top and you could have the rest. We had Pongu Lumpia.
Oh yeah,
they were really nice. The pineapple spring roll things, I really like them.
We are planning on doing a third video with talking food, because we know a lot of people are interested in what you can eat and what you can save on the dining plan. So other things in Animal Kingdom, much else that we can talk about there?
We didn't really see the baby tigers.
No, we didn't. Clearly, they're not babies anymore.
They were like hidden under a bush.
Yeah. We didn't really see the baby hippo either, did we?
No, we did the safari a few times to try and see the baby hippo. It's just one of them things, isn't it?
No, we only did the safari once. We just didn't see it.
Did we see it once?
Yeah, we only ever do the safari once.
We don't always only do it once, because sometimes I pick it up, do a night one as well.
Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah, we did a night one. Okay. But yeah, that was probably one of the places where we first discovered the joys of mobile ordering as well.
Oh yeah,
which is really good. And that is a video I can link to, how to do mobile ordering.
Yeah, we've done that one already.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
it really did make things easier, so highly recommended, I think, that one.
Yeah, those people stood in a 45-minute queue and I just walked the front and got our food, because why would you stand in a 45-minute queue in the heat?
I think it's probably important to mention, I don't know if it will be as bad now because of changes to the parks as far as Hollywood Studios starting to kick back into gear again, but the queues for Animal Kingdom in the morning were absolute utter bedlam. It took us a good 20 minutes just to get through the queues.
To be fair, Epcot was just
and that wasn't at opening time, it was quite a while after opening time. There was one day I particularly remember Animal Kingdom being the worst. We've queued for a Disney park.
Yeah.
It was not much fun. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Epcot. Epcot was reliable, good old Epcot.
But it was a Flower and Garden Festival.
It was good old Flower and Garden Festival, which I have absolutely always wanted to see, and it did not disappoint.
No,
the flowers were utterly beautiful.
Pretty park when it's all in its glory of flower and garden.
We had so much fun there. I think Epcot was again my favourite park, mainly because we had beers while we were walking. I split my pants on Test Track this time.
So he split his pants in Magic Kingdom and he split his pants in Epcot. So who's taking bets on whether it'll be Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios next visit?
I need to get better shots, I think. Yeah, I really enjoyed Epcot though. Yeah. I think we ended up there about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, it's just an easy park to go to, and to be fair, Epcot's got the most places to eat, so we would end up there for evening meals a lot because it's got the best choice of all different types of food.
And now they're changing it all. It's going to be interesting to see how it changes in the future.
Yeah, because Illuminations will have finished by our next visit and we'll be getting the interim show.
That should be interesting. So, whether it'll be an interim good show or an interim here's something that ties over till we can be bothered doing something good or not.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a celebration of Epcot's and of Epcot. The
right, that should be interesting.
So that should be good. And any of the rides going to be open by the time we go next time?
Not in Epcot, I don't think.
No.
The only one we're looking at as a possibility of being open for our next visit will be in Hollywood Studios, which is the new Mickey ride.
The new Mickey ride should be open,
slim possibility that Star Wars Land might be open, but we'll cover that in the future, I'm sure. Which leads us on nicely to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
It was Hollywood Studios. We didn't catch it at its best.
No, because there was
nothing new for us there.
Nothing new. There was a lot closed.
Apart from Baseline Tapas.
Yeah, that was new.
But having said it wasn't, we didn't catch it its best. We did have fun though.
Yeah.
We met friends there. We had drinks there.
It was more relaxed park because there wasn't anything there that we hadn't done before.
That's true. Yeah.
So the new Toy Story Land hadn't opened when we went, so you could just relax. We've done Tower of Terror loads of times. We've done Rock and Roller Coaster loads of times. So you could just enjoy the park and enjoy the street actors and more shopping and just wander around. And, we spent a lot of time in Launch Bay to be fair around the Star Wars bit.
I mean, we had some luck as well to sort of a comparison. If you look at my Star Wars fireworks video from the 2016 trip and my Star Wars fireworks video from the 2018 trip, you'll see how quieter it was in 2018.
Yeah, it was dead, wasn't it?
Which was good for me.
Move forward, because when the people come out of Phantasmic, they'll get in your way, and no one came out of Phantasmic. People came out of Phantasmic and went home. I think because the Star Wars fireworks have been on for so long now, and if you're not into Star Wars, you don't stay and watch them.
No, so a few people turned up. It was
fireworks.
Yeah, although the flame towers weren't on.
No, they weren't on. Maybe it was a bit weird. But
possibly because that was around the time when the dragon burnt down and they didn't want to push the luck. I don't know.
And wasn't there a drought on as well?
Yeah.
There'd been no until we got there. There'd been no rain, so we had to be a bit more careful with stuff. So.
But yeah, that's the 4 parks. We also visited a few hotels we'd never visited before. So Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Yeah, because we had dinner at Animal Kingdom Lodge, so we got there a little bit early so we could have a look around in the rain. So we saw because it was raining and there was quite a lot of animals out on the savannah. And they were all being a little bit feisty, chasing each other and stuff.
Blessing in disguise,
yeah.
That really wasn't.
So because it was a bit cooler, the animals came out, so we got to see quite a lot of animals, which was good.
And we also got to visit Boardwalk.
Yeah, we went to
which
Boardwalk.
We've wanted to do since our first trip, and I think we'll be doing again in our future trips because it was lovely. We had a really nice time in Abracadabra. It's easy for me to say.
Yeah, Abracadabra.
But yeah, it was great, wasn't it? It was nice.
Yeah.
Where else did we visit? Disney Springs we visited quite a bit.
We did, yeah.
The beauty of our hotel being you could just hop on a boat and sail down to Disney Springs, which was advantageous. Yeah, we did partake in a few beverages at Disney Springs. Visited Jock Lindsay's a couple of times. Yeah, the Dockside Margaritas we visited, which was a nice little. It's a quiet little bar, but it overlooks the lake, and it's a really nice place to sit. And if you time it, there'll be a musician playing, so that's nice. We didn't get a chance to see Brian Malpass this time because
we went on the night, and it was raining. He'd been moved.
Yeah, he'd probably been moved into the boathouse, and we had dining reservations, so we prioritised those, and it turned out to be a good idea because that was the night we went to Homecoming, which we'll talk about in our food and drink video. So a really good trip though, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Weather was not great, as you possibly have seen from our full trip videos. Yeah, we had a lot of rain. What had actually happened was that there was a tropical storm off the coast of Florida, which basically stayed, and then rain just peeled off it over the course of the trip. So we were just constantly getting battered by showers, and it wasn't your typical Florida shower where it'd be an hour and done. It was days of rain.
Yeah.
So that did put a bit of a dampener on things. I think it's hard to stay optimistic all the time, and it definitely got to us a few times, didn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why we immediately booked to go in January when we got back, and then again for November.
Yeah.
I think that I suppose we talk low lights and highlights. Low lights would obviously be the weather.
Yeah, yeah.
And not really much else, to be honest.
No, literally the weather was just, you know, you get a bit sick of rain when it rains every day, all day. You walk around with soggy wet feet, and it's just not nice.
I mean, at the time we did grumble about on-site transport being a bit of a low light. We had a couple of bad experiences. I think the worst, on our anniversary, we waited an hour for a bus back from Epcot to our hotel, which we thought was unacceptable and told Disney so.
Yeah, I can't think of any low lights bar. A couple of, there was 2 times the transportations, one waiting to come back from Epcot, and when we were trying to get to Boardwalk because the boat wasn't working from Hollywood Studios, and they sent us to Epcot to get a bus, but then there was no bus running from there to where we wanted to go, so we had to get a bus to somewhere else and then get a bus to somewhere else. So they could have made that a little bit clearer, but we got there on time.
I thought that was really weird that they sort of didn't seem to have a bus that went from Epcot to
or anywhere
Boardwalk,
to Boardwalk,
or anywhere
really.
like that, where it was like, oh, it's a walk through the park type thing. But you were in like fancy shoes, and we didn't want to walk through the park.
I wasn't in fancy shoes. It was lashing down.
And it was lashing it down.
So
no, it wasn't at that point. It hadn't started raining, but it did later on, and it would have cost us that had we walked.
Yes, it would have.
But there was something odd going on there.
So we ended up getting a bus to Swan and Dolphin, didn't we? And then
well, that was purely by chance, because they told us to get a bus to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah,
and
then
down.
walk, and we were like, no, because you could see the clouds gathering, and we were like, no.
Well, the bus we jumped on was going to Hollywood Studios and then calling in at Swan and Dolphin, and Swan and Dolphin is pretty much on the side of Boardwalk. Yeah, you can just walk
across a little bridge to Boardwalk. Swan and Dolphin's dead easy.
Yeah. Positives, lots of. Yeah, we did a fantastic holiday.
Dining plan,
definite highlight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy. Takes all the hassle out of everything. Okay, you have to book. You have to know where you want to eat every night, but
you kind of need to do that in Disney anyway. So
you need,
if you're going to eat on property.
If you're going to eat on property, there's places that you do need to book. We all know this. I quite liked having a sit-down meal every night because it just took some time out of your day to just sit down and relax, and you're not rushing around trying to do stuff. You're not at a quick service. You're nicely seated, and it was just nice. Nice.
I thought that was going to be something I wouldn't like, taking an hour out of my day to have some food and drink, but I ended up really looking forward to it each day.
Because if you kind of timed it well, you'd come out of that straight to fireworks, or because we did that at Epcot a lot, didn't we? We'd come out to illuminations already on because we'd watched it once. We'd stood and fast past it, so it was nice to do other things while fireworks going on because the rest of the parks were quieter then. And it was nice to try different places to be in Disney. We'd not really ate in Disney much before this trip. We'd had a couple of quick service meals, but never only Be Our Guest. The only place we'd eaten, and we got to try a lot of places, and we did character dining, and I enjoyed the dining plan. I enjoyed the fact that if you were, you wanted a Starbucks, you could just get a Starbucks and you use a snack credit for it, and you didn't have to think about where's my change, how much is this going to cost me, because it was just all paid for already. Yeah,
and we still ended up with loads of snack credits at the end, even though we tried.
Ridiculous amount of snack credits at the end. Yeah.
We'll cover off a lot more of food and drink on the food and drink vlog, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And talk about some of the financials and whether we thought financially it was worth it. Spoiler warning, yes. Another positive was people coming up to us and saying hello in the parks. It was really good, wasn't it?
It was lovely.
But a few times people came over and said hello, and that was really nice. And also meeting some other vloggers.
Yeah.
So I've said this a few times, but we bumped into Dave Steve, and he really made the trip like extra fun for us. He's such a nice guy to hang around with. Yeah, we
go and watch his vlogs.
Yeah, go and watch his vlogs because he deserves lots of views. We bumped into him a few times by accident as well that we hadn't planned, and we just ended up hanging around and going to like go on rides, and you know, it was really cool.
We've got that great photo of Space Mountain up.
Yeah, all three of us on the photo. That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We met Luke and Rich from L&R Dreaming. In fact, they came over to us, scared us after death because we weren't expecting to see them. That was brilliant as well. They're absolutely lovely guys, and it was really good to bump into them and finally. I nearly said put faces to names, but that doesn't work with vlogs. But finally meet them in person. You know.
You spent the day with Sarah.
Yes, that was a fantastic day. Probably one of the highlights of the trip.
She took the sun home with her.
Yes.
She took our weather away.
Well, I mean, Sarah is one of the vloggers we've been watching the longest, and it was just fantastic to you know, hang around and get on really well and have a really good fun. I think probably one of the best, sunniest days in Epcot we've ever had.
Yeah, we must have got on well because we spent from like 12 o'clock lunchtime till 10 o'clock at night together.
Yeah, and it was quite funny making a giggle on our vlogs because I kept saying rude things occasionally. Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was really lovely meeting the people, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll do more of that in the future because we already know there's going to be people out on our next Walt Disney World trip. So that's going to be fun to say hello to those people.
Even though we've already said hello to them before.
Yeah, well, at least we know we'll not kill each other when we meet them. Other positives, oh wow.
Too many.
I know, yeah, it was a genuinely very, very good trip.
Yeah.
We completely forgot to talk about like hire car and all that as well.
Oh, hire car. We got it so we could go shopping.
Yeah, we basically hired a car for 5 days.
It was a basic car to go shopping in.
Yeah, they upgrade. I went through a very basic car through Alamo and they upgraded us. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't do it again unless, because I'd consider getting like an Uber or something to a supermarket or a taxi because it got a little bit like, well, we should use the car while we've got it, and if we didn't have it, we'd have probably just gone and had more beers somewhere and had more fun and that. So
yeah,
I think it was nice when we got shut of it, and then we didn't have to worry about it anymore. And we didn't use like anywhere near enough fuel to warrant hiring a car.
No,
I mean, it was very cheap to hire.
Anything, did we? So yeah, we got a good deal on it.
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like £100 for 5
To be fair, it would have been the same as going to where we went in the car. The Ubers would have cost us the same amount of money. Yeah. So,
and when they add in parking fees in the resorts eventually, then it would be a no-brainer to just cut that out and just spend that on Ubers.
So yeah.
But anyway, that's the car bit covered.
Yeah, it was a car.
It was a car. It drove. Flights were
fine. Fine this trip, yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. I think I didn't get any sleep on the way home, and I was very upset about that. I remember that.
Yeah, no delays going, no delays coming back. The airport has now got a Bahama breeze in it, which was a nice addition to sit in before your flight. But yeah, the flights were just light. Nothing special.
I remember someone we met and didn't mention in the hello to vlog.
Aimee.
We've 2 people we met. We met Aimee, who was lovely, and we also met what's her name? Shona Push Play.
Oh, we did, yeah, in Magic Kingdom. Yeah. By Sleepy Hollow.
That was awesome.
We just stayed to breakfast.
Yes, we did. It was really good.
Yeah.
What else? We covered everything. The battery is running out on the camera. We've been talking that long. We need to shut up.
I think we have covered everything. If you think we haven't covered anything, just leave a question below.
Yeah, we'll answer questions in comments.
We'll answer any questions that we have forgotten about.
I'm not planning on doing a Q&A this year, but if we do get all the questions, we might consider it as an unofficial one.
Yeah.
Or a live stream, maybe. We haven't done one of them in a while.
No.
Anyway, thanks for watching our trip chat. Post-trip chat round 2.
About time from May, like.
Yeah, about time. Yeah, we had to stew on this one and take some time to think about it.
we just kept putting this off and putting it off, and like, should we do it this weekend? No. Should we do it this weekend? No. Something else to come up and something else to come up.
It's like when you get to do them, it's really good fun, but it just takes the.
And now it's nearly Christmas, and we've got loads. Our weekends are just jam packed. So you're like, let's get this done.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll speak to you soon when we do the food and drink one. We probably will have changed loads by then because we need to do some planning.
Do some research on that one.
Yeah. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.